excitement's in the air. Chilling with my crew, we got stories to share. Sipping on that drink, feeling high off the game. Every play we break down, yeah, we're calling out names. Talk that sports debate, keep the energy high. Shouting out the scores, let the passion fly. Just a crew of friends, talking sports all night, making memories shine. Everything feels right. Through laughter and debates, yeah, we find our groove. In this unique moment, we just can't lose. From basketball to football, we know every play. Pulling out those stats, keep the vibe at bay. We're unlocking the secrets, hear those drops and dives. In our unique world, that's where friendship thrives. That bond over games, it's the best kind of thrill. We're lifting each other with every single chill. Just a crew of friends, talking sports all night, making memories shine. Everything feels right. Through laughter and debates, yeah, we find our groove. In this unique moment, we just can't lose. So here's to the games, and here's to the crew. Then I was once more where the dreams we used to rule. So here's the games to the crew. In our sports world, every dream feels true.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? What's happening, Charles? You there?
I'm here.
Yeah, what's happening, man? Welcome to On the Swivel at the Sports Bar. We're doing some more unique talking. You know,
right.
Hey, listen, all the stuff is, what can we say, man? The big sports, we're like in between the great sports, right? Basketball's over, football's just coming up.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, man, we just got to take the good with the bad.
Exactly.
That's what it is at. We got the WNBA. They got their own little drama going on.
Yeah, I heard they're expanding, right? And
yeah, they are. They're expanding. They're going to Detroit, and I forgot the other city they're going to. I know Detroit's one of the city. One of the ladies came out and said, "Hey, why are we going to that shitty place?" She didn't say it quite like that, but she took it back. She said, "How come it's not Miami or somewhere like that?"
She went on vacation.
Listen, let me tell you, man. She doesn't know. The last person came back and said, "When's the last time you've been in Detroit?" Downtown Detroit is like a beautiful place now.
Oh, good for them.
All the major sports teams are down there, man. There's a lot of. It'll be good for the WNBA. All the basketball teams downtown and football teams downtown. If they got a place down there, man, that'd be great.
All right, that's cool.
Anyway, so hitting football first, though. Cleveland is going to build a new stadium. So the governor says, we're going to throw $60 million in it. I think the stadium is going to be anywhere from $1.5 to $2 billion to build and all the stuff around it. But the city says, we'll chip in $60 million. We'll chip in $60 million. But I guess the bottom line is if you use state funds, you expect to have get jobs for the state people,
Yeah.
So I mean, you use taxpayers' money, but when you build stadiums, you actually do give back to the people because your vendors and everybody else, kind of stuff like that.
People get jobs too,
Yeah. So you really can't complain about that one.
Ooh.
All right, so that's the Browns. They're going to expand. But let's just get right to football, man. I mean, right to basketball. General news, right? Jeannie Buss, she sold the Lakers $10 billion. Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah, I did. That was like a month ago.
Yeah, well, it was not. Yeah, but it wasn't for the last show. I heard it since the last show. $10 billion solidified deal. And this guy, so she's getting out with a big buck. So here's the Dame Lillard thing you talked about. He's the biggest free agent on the market. So I don't know where he's going. And you speculated, yeah, you're still stuck in the late 2000s, right? I mean, late 2019, the teens, where you could make super teams. They ain't working no more.
Yeah. Because it takes time to get chemistry, right?
Well, yeah, man, chemistry matters, right?
No, you right.
So if they went, so you say the best team, like if he went to the Lakers, right? I don't think it would hurt. I mean, who would he be displacing? D'Angelo Russell? Is he still there?
No, I think D'Angelo Russell isn't he in Brooklyn?
Nah, did he go back to Brooklyn?
I thought he did, right?
I thought he was there. Somebody mentioned his name just recently, so
He's back
I'm
in
not
Brooklyn.
sure. Okay, so you got
again.
You got Doncic, right? And he plays. He's ball dominant. You got LeBron? He's ball dominant, and now you're gonna put Dame Lillard, who's ball dominant, on that squad. 3 ball dominant guys, and of course Luka doesn't play no defense.
Yeah, I'm just saying that he can only add value to the team.
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying?
But it's okay.
During crunch time, the guys is dangerous, man. Like fourth quarter, when the game is on the line, he steps up. You have a lot of guys, who play, but during the crunch time, they like fade away, No,
I hear he could hit a big shot. But how many games really come down to just one big shot? If you're on a good team, right?
Let me tell you, man, during the playoff time, you need that. You know what I'm saying? In playoff time, you need a guy that's going to put fear on the other team.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I just think it's all cliche if he went to the Lakers. I think he needs to go to. I can see him going to Indiana.
Yeah, but Indiana doesn't really have a chance of winning a championship without. Halliburton is away next year. He's going to be hurt. He's not going to be. He's going to be.
Well, okay. So that makes it fit even better, right?
No, I mean that means like you can't really count on Dame to take you to a championship anymore because he's older. He's
okay, but he
can't be there as a supporting cast. And a team that's all.
Well, no, okay. The Pacers are still going to try to win the championship next year, right?
Yeah, but without Halliburton, they're unlikely they will.
Well, okay. Let me tell you this now. Certainly, Dame could get the points that Halliburton puts up. What do you average?
Yeah, but you can't count on Dame for 82 games, man. The guys, like I said, wear and tear.
Well, no, that's not really true, right? This last year was the first time he was really hurt like that, right?
Still
I mean, in Portland, he played a lot of the. I'd like to see what his game stats are in Portland. He was almost always on the court.
Yeah, well,
I think this was this injury was maybe it was an age-related injury, but he's been pretty healthy throughout his career.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I mean, okay, so you want to see? Okay,
I wouldn't get him to help to carry me. I wouldn't get him to carry me.
He doesn't have. Well, listen, we ain't talking. You're the only one using the word carry, right? I mean,
what you say that he's going to Halliburton?
No. It wasn't even Halliburton was great on the team, but Siakam was the lead scorer.
No, but Halliburton was carrying the team, man.
No, hold on. But Siakam was the lead scorer. Yeah. So I mean, you just need somebody to replace the points. Now he can't replace the defense, but I haven't heard whether Halliburton was a great defensive player or not. Now I'm not talking about replacing him from the standpoint that he could, but you need to fill that void, right? How are they going to fill a void?
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you now, the NBA, man, you need some young legs, guys come for 82 games that's going to carry the team. And you can't.
Well, okay, but you keep using the word carry the team. You think they could just walk around and find somebody as great as not Halliburton's just making his wings, but those guys ain't just sitting on the bench waiting for you to pick them up.
Yeah,
They gainfully employed somewhere, especially if you're talking about carry the team.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't get Dame as a key guy in the team like a star. I would get him as a supporting player. You see my point?
I hear. Okay, I agree with you
You know what I
there.
mean? Yeah,
But okay, but it's not going to be easy to find anybody to replace Halliburton.
No, I know it's not.
All right, if I was gonna, it's hard to find somebody who's going to replace the guy. Now, the thing that Dame Lillard can't do is he don't have the height.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Halliburton is tall, man.
Six,
These
seven.
they got tall guards out there now, man. He's tall.
Yeah.
So
The
and
only
he
thing
uses his
Indiana
height.
has is if Giannis goes there in free agency or he gets traded there.
Okay, so
Giannis,
where do you think he's going to go?
I don't know, but if he goes to Indiana, they have a chance.
Yeah, I just mentioned Indiana, but shit, how about the Knicks?
Oh yeah, definitely they have a chance with him. Yeah.
Okay, so he'll be sharing time with Brunson.
Yep.
Now, is he playing? He's certainly not playing better than Brunson these days.
No, but come on, you have Giannis in your team, man. You got a top center, man. So like Giannis, I pick him as the top 3 centers in the league.
Didn't they? Okay, so that's why I'm saying what. Okay, he got hurt, so but they don't want to pay him his salary next year.
I know.
So that's why they let him go.
I think he's leaving.
Well, all right. So we'll see where he ends up. But right now, it's still undecided. There's another rumor about. Did you hear about? Okay, let me see if you know everything. Did you hear the Knicks want to interview Dawn Staley from the female coach from South Carolina?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it's real. They would have interview her for the head coaching job.
She might get banging. I shouldn't talk like that. We caught it.
No, man. You feel free. I think this. Listen, man. I don't agree at all with women leading men, almost in any capacity. Right? I don't think a woman should be leading a man almost in any capacity. A coach, maybe, okay. They let a female coach the summer league players, and she won the championship the very first time they did it. The lady from I think she worked for Pop.
Yeah.
So she won the championship. I mean, basketball's a little different because it's still X's and zeros, X's and O's.
Yeah, but the female sport, I don't think men should be coached either.
Well, I you know what? I don't disagree with that either.
Yeah.
But it to me though, it doesn't feel. Well, first of all, I think men in leadership positions to me is more natural than seeing women in leadership positions, especially when it's over men. I can see men in leadership positions over women. I can see that easy. But when it talks about women being in leadership positions over men, how could they hold them accountable? Really, without without swinging some kind of weight that's not sexist, right? Yeah. So I don't know, man. We got a little bit of misogyny going on. So the truth of the matter is, the basketball is not as bad as if she was a police chief or some shit like that, or a president of the United States. Okay. Anyway, so we can leave that one alone. So here's the top free agents. So here's the top free agents. Josh Giddey, man, I haven't heard much from him, man, but he's supposed to be pretty good. Mo Wagner. I mean, they're not no many big names, but you got Al Horford on the list,
Okay.
So Boston, if Boston getting rid of him, they might not re-sign him.
I think they should keep him, man. I mean, he's been a loyal teammate all those years.
I think it comes down to salary cap.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, because these guys are because I think they should keep him too.
He should end his career with the Celtics.
Yeah, I think they should keep him too. I don't see unless there's a money issue. I don't see why you get rid of him. All right, so all
Well,
right, I want to.
besides that, when Dame got waived by the Bucks, right?
Yeah,
They owe him $22 million a year for the next 5 years. He's getting paid that guaranteed 22 million a year for the next 5 seasons.
why
So
would they?
that
Why
means
would?
he can go. That means he can go somewhere and get the minimum and still make money.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yep,
But man, why would they get rid of him? I mean,
that's what
why
I'm
would you
saying.
get? That don't make any sense. So they're gonna eat. Does it give them cap relief?
I don't
You
know.
sure?
All I know is that they got a kid called uh, Miles Turner.
Yeah,
Miles Turner.
yeah.
Yeah, they
I
got
know.
Miles Turner. They figured that they don't need him after Miles Turner, but Miles Turner is a center though.
Yeah,
He's
no,
not
and
even a
Mount.
point guard.
I don't think he had anything to really do with it, man. Maybe there was
That's what
some
I'm saying.
personality. Maybe there was some. Maybe Giannis said get rid of him.
You think so?
Yeah, either me or him. It don't make sense. I'm gonna pay you $100 million to quit. That doesn't sound right. I got to double check that.
Yep. He's getting that guarantee, so he doesn't care.
Yeah, but well, how many years? Was this his first or second year? And this was his second
This is
year,
his second. Yep, his second year. He probably had a big contract
right?
from.
So he at least one year at that 20. A lot of times when they get rid of you, they have a contract settlement.
Oh.
Even though they have a settlement. Say, listen, we ain't giving you this whole thing, even though it's guaranteed. We got to give you something. Can we negotiate?
Yeah.
And the way, and just like what you said, if they negotiate some figure that is reasonable, but he could still go to another team and keep all that salary and then get paid by that other team.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So this way he's free, but he still gets paid as opposed to just sitting around for $22 million a year and still be on the payroll. Sheesh, that's a lot of money, man. For 4 years more, shit, 3 years more sounds like a lot.
I
All
think
right, so
5 more years.
yeah, but I'm just how many years was the contract? 6?
I don't know.
Anyway, listen. Okay, I want you to tell me what you think of this. I'm not gonna say anything. I want you to tell me. Okay, hold on.
This is my draft outfit. I had absolutely nothing to do with it. It was all my mom, my sisters. I tried to make one recommendation, it got vetoed, and it was only the color. But I'm grateful because it came out amazing. We have the Elia here. It's a tattoo I have on my wrist, matching with my mom. My mom's is in my handwriting. And
What are you
this
talking
is
about?
in her handwriting, and I have it right here as well. I have
Oh, you can't
I
see
love you
it?
for infinity.
Nah, I can't see it.
It's a family.
Which one
Right
you
here.
can't see
Yeah,
it?
Brittany Griner.
Hold on for a second.
Oh no, I couldn't see it.
Wait, you're not watching the video?
Okay, go ahead and play it again.
You can't see the video?
Yeah, is that the guy with a cap on?
Yeah,
He has like a dress on or some shit.
That's what I'm asking you. Okay, let's start again.
This
Tell
is a
me
dress.
tell me what you think, okay? If you can see it.
Color, but I'm grateful because it came out amazing. We have the Elia here. It's a tattoo I have on my wrist, matching with my mom. My mom's is in my handwriting.
Is he an NBA
This
player?
is in her handwriting, and I have it
He
right
just
here
got
as well.
drafted.
I have the I love you for infinity.
It's the draft.
It's a family tattoo.
Look at him.
I'm very involved in the deaf community. My grandmother's deaf, was a principal at
Yeah,
California School for
he
the
should
Deaf.
go to the
And then I
NBA.
also have Ella Camp on the back of it. And that's something from my dad and my father's side of the family.
Look, he got 2 earrings in the air, man. This is
Hey
the
guy, I
new
think he got in the wrong draft, man.
guy.
Not the NBA.
Oh
Put the W in
man.
front of it.
Oh, listen to my girl though.
Family means lay low, keep firing.
I just can't be bothered, and this is why the NBA is so weak right now. They're super soft soy boy Teletubby bunnies oozing feminine energy. They up here showing up trying to match their mama, got their mama and sisters dressing them in feminine blouses. I mean, try his best to be a bad beast so bad. Like, what's really good? He pulled up to the NBA draft looking like his mama. I mean, if this little outfit was designed for Coach Carter, okay, I will get it. This is Coach Carter style. But a man looking all dainty is just not the business. Sir, I order you to donate this outfit to Coach Carter. Fire your mama and your sister too, because this right here is indicative of how your life decisions will go moving forward. Not even.
Yeah. He got some bad. He got some bad advice.
Man, shit, man. He looks sweet. I mean, you know what? He better never go close to a prison.
Yeah, he got some bad advice. So whoever advised him to wear this shit.
His mother. I mean, he's been a son husband, man. Unbelievable, man. Soft spoken, man. Golly, they're gonna beat his ass in the NBA.
But he's not gonna play one game, I don't think.
What you mean he's not gonna play one game?
Before he even plays a game, you know, they're gonna shut him. They're gonna shut him down with his practice.
All right, listen, man. Yeah, man, we'll see. Man, he might be actually, you know, he's in the first round, so he's probably pretty good.
Well, obviously he is, yeah.
All right, so here's this is in dedication to you, man. Keeping the streak alive, a brother and a snow bunny at the draft.
Snow bunny.
A snow bunny. Oh, you don't know that? You don't know that that's what they call white girls?
Never knew that. Nah.
Oh man. Oh man, yeah, man.
I don't listen to any racist comments, man.
Listen, man. White girls call themselves snow bunnies, man. They love that. It's like a compliment.
A compliment. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
25 NBA draft. The Toronto Raptors select Colin Murray Boyles from the University of South Carolina.
So this guy got drafted. He didn't want to go to Toronto. He said he didn't want to go to
Boyles sharing this
his
moment
mom.
with his mom, Yvonne.
Of course.
His dad, Sean. His brother, James, who was a standout at UNC Pembroke and plays overseas now. And, of course, a hug now with Chloe Kitts, his girlfriend and South Carolina star forward in her own right.
25 NBA draft.
I just want to show.
Oh, she a ball player?
Yeah, she plays. She played for the. She's gonna go to the WNBA. She's tall, man. She's not bad.
Good for her.
She look. If you see her on the court, man, she got broad shoulders. She's an athlete, man.
Yeah, well, she doesn't look petite there. She's good for her.
Man, she got wide. And when you see her on her court, you can see her when she's up against. She's tall, and when you see her up against a lot of other women, she like kind of towers over them.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, man. They call white girls snow bunnies. The thing in the NBA draft and the NFL draft, people have always made it a thing of all the brothers coming out with their white girls.
Oh yeah, is that true?
Oh, a lot of them, man. A lot of them. So wow. I just thought I was just keeping the streak alive, showing this brother he's all cool and dapper. But you know what? I think he likes her more than she likes him.
You think so?
I see some pictures. You know, he tried to go in for the kiss and she won't let him do it. I think she's trying to keep it discreet.
Okay.
You know, but she's at the draft, so if she's at the draft, give him a hug. They know they're going together, but she don't like the PDA stuff. She don't like that public display. So
yeah.
I don't blame her.
For shy, man.
Well, first of all, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. You know, so he think he's cool too. Look at my man in that picture. He think he's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's a snow.
She's probably afraid that her dad is looking, her dad is watching, her parents are watching and shit.
Yeah.
You know, why? You know, they're going to give us some slack. You know, why can't this guy on TV? Blah, blah, blah.
Hey, listen, if they're going together, they know they're doing more than kissing. You know, shoot.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, those days are being crazy. Now, okay, what do you think about Cooper Flagg? #1 draft pick coming out of Duke, going to Dallas.
I never seen him play one game, so I don't know how good he is.
Okay, so I have a question for you. You know, some people think he's the second coming of Larry Bird.
Like I said, I never seen him play. I never seen him play one game. So
you don't watch college basketball, do you?
No, I seldom watch college ball. It's
especially now. Yeah, that's just March Madness, right?
Exactly. Maybe during that time I may watch, but otherwise I don't follow. But there's one kid who went to see Trump the other day. He's like 7'9". Is he gonna be in the NBA soon?
I don't know. Shit, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I never seen a kid that tall. He's only 18 years old, 7 feet 9 inches.
Wow. Sheesh.
I'm surprised you didn't hear about that.
Well, no, I mean, was it a sports related?
No, I don't know. He went to see Trump, and then Trump said, "Wow, he's a beautiful man."
Well, you remember his son is tall, man. You sure he ain't talking about his son?
Nah, come on, man, come on. His son is nowhere near. I tell you, the guy is 7'9".
I mean, what's he was there for?
I don't know. He just went there to see Trump.
Yeah, nobody just goes somewhere. So he just knocked on the door and said, "I want to see Trump."
I don't know what the occasion was, but he was sitting by Trump. Trump is just saying. Trump said, I'm not gonna get up." Trump just sat on his seat, and sat down. You know how Trump is. His ego. He didn't want to be dwarfed by the kid, so he just sat there, looked up. Oh, he's a beautiful man, or some shit like that.
Listen, man. Until you tell me, I don't know why he was there. So he was in the Oval Office.
Exactly.
Yeah, Trump doesn't get out of that chair. When he's in the Oval Office, he's sitting behind the desk.
Oh, he doesn't? Oh, okay, well, okay.
He don't get up for nobody. Trump don't get up.
He just sat there and shit.
He just said, Trump said, "Hell, you know what, man? I ain't getting up." Anyway, WNBA starting All-Stars. Caitlin Clark, #1 fan vote, right?
I'm not surprised.
Right, and she had a little slump this year, a couple of games, but that's after coming off an injury.
Yeah.
And so Angel Reese hasn't been selected for the All-Star game yet, for the All-Star team. Here's the start.
She had a bad start too. That's why.
No, well, here's the thing. She was #5 in the fan vote, but the players and the media downgraded her. So she was not going to be in the top 10, the starting 5 or either side. But the rest of the teams for the All-Star game have yet to be selected. They don't know who else. So the coaches select the secondary players. So they figure that she's going to get selected by somebody.
I see.
But it's not a done deal yet. So right now we don't know who's the rest of the. I think they play 12 players.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's like 14 more players.
I know she wasn't having a good season, right? So far.
Yeah, and then she had a couple of good games though. She had
but just the last few games.
Just the last 3 games. Just the last 3 games. She has
exactly. Yeah, she's been slumping. So
her assist rate is really up. She's learning how to get the boards and pass it to an open man, as opposed to take one of those stupid me-bound layups.
Yeah.
All right. So here's their standings. The Liberty has lost a few games, and the Dream, they've lost a few games. The Lynx is still hanging on. The Fever is 8-8, so they're in 8th place. You know, to tell you the truth, the Fever is in 8th place. You only I thought there's only 7 teams make the playoff, or 8 teams. I'm not sure. I think it's only 8 teams that make the playoff.
Okay, Lynx are pretty good, huh? 14-2.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who they got? Who's the star?
Oh man, I don't know, man. Anybody, man. El Mescu or whoever, man.
They got to have a superstar in that team.
Yeah, well, they're playing well, but sometimes it also depends on your schedule and who you play first and whatever. So yeah, they're playing well. They're playing well.
Which team is Aja Wilson in?
She's on the team from Las Vegas. Isn't the Aces?
Aces?
She's on the Aces.
Okay. So they're 8-8.
Well, they fell off, man. The Aces fell off. Yeah.
Yeah, 8-8. Okay. I thought they'd be doing a lot better with her.
Well, but
she was injured.
Well, nah, she's not injured. They just fell off. Free agency, they lost a couple of people.
Oh, okay.
After you win, people don't stay as hungry.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't stay as hungry, man. So, that's where they are. So this is so that's the WNBA, man. Baseball, I didn't update this, man. They still going on. Big Three.
Well, with baseball, I follow Otani and Judge.
What are they doing?
And with the home run derby.
Yeah.
I'm following those 2 guys. Anyway, there's a guy who's ahead of them too. I guess he's pretty good. He has 33 home runs. Judge and Otani have 30.
Okay.
So they both tied for second.
Who's the guy with
I
33?
don't
Do
know
you
his name,
know?
but he's in Seattle, I believe.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Carl something. I forgot his last name. But
That's
like I said, he's got 33, man. So he must be good.
man. Is Otani pitching?
Yeah, he's pitching, but he doesn't pitch the whole game. The last
Well,
thing he played, I think he
nobody
just pitched
pitches the
one
whole
more
game.
game or so. Huh?
Yeah, well, nobody pitches the whole game anymore.
Yeah, but he's slowly getting back into pitching. But if I
Let
was
me,
him,
let me, let me, let me ask you a question. When's the last time any pitcher pitched a complete game?
I don't know, man. I don't follow the baseball like I used to back in the days, man.
I would imagine if we look it up, I bet you nobody has pitched a complete game this year. Maybe if any, just a few, if any. Let's ask Google.
I don't
How
know.
many Major League Baseball players have pitched a complete game this year? As of July, okay.
How many?
Yeah, that's 18.
8. Oh, that's a lot.
That's not a lot. Oh, that is. It seems like a lot, but how many games have been played? Like 1,000?
Hundreds, yeah.
Man, shit, man, shit. You know what I'm saying? That does seem like a lot. I thought it would be almost nothing, but 18. That's very small compared to how it used to be. I was as of this year. So
I remember when I was watching baseball, man, a pitcher should at least go 8 innings, you know? If the pitcher goes 7, like, damn, that's fucked up, you know? At least
well,
8.
that's right. They got all these, because they're playing more players, and so they have all these relief pitchers. They have actually given guys, millions of dollars just to pitch one pitch.
I know.
Man, are you kidding me? One inning. Well, what's the man on the Yankees though who retired back in the day, man? The closer. Holy shit!
Mariano Rivera, man.
Oh, Rivera, man.
Mariano Rivera.
Man, he was absolute beast.
Yeah, he had a slider, man. He had a bad slider.
He was an absolute beast.
He had a nickname too. I forgot his nickname.
Mariano Rivera, man.
No, but he had a name. He had you know what I mean? He had like a nickname.
I forgot what his name was, man. Because everybody just like calling him his name. Listen, man, when Jeter came out, and got him, man, everybody was crying in the stadium.
Yeah.
That was something else. Anyway, that was when baseball was baseball, man.
Yeah,
the Big Three, man. Have you watched any Big Three? I got to get rid of this coming. It's here.
Nah, nobody know. But a bunch of scrubs play, man. Those guys, they're done. But you know what I mean? Those guys, if you can't make it to the NBA, man.
This is after the NBA career is over, man.
That's what I'm saying. Well, if you can't stay in the NBA by now, they sure got like Dwight Howard, Michael Beasley, all those guys, man. Those guys should just retire,
So you say they shouldn't be playing ball at all because they can't get to NBA.
Yeah.
Damn,
they got money, I'm sure they got money. They should just go in and
no, you
go on vacation.
You can't be stoned, man. These guys, man, are you kidding me? These guys lose their wealth 5 years after. They say the majority of sports athletes lose all their wealth within 5 years of retirement.
That's fucked up.
Even with these big contracts, man, they got all these 30 for 30 specials on ESPN. Just guys have lost all their money, man.
Yeah,
because there's a couple things. One, they marry ratchet ass women, right? Who after because they don't care about whether they're wholesome women or not. They just got to be pretty. So they'll marry some woman without really thoroughly vetting her. This is one way, and then they'll have kids, and then the woman is just buying her time. And as soon as they retire, the woman divorces them.
Dang.
So they don't. So whatever money's left, the woman could take half and go out into the sunset. Kevin Garnett's wife just raped him over the coals.
You kidding?
Oh yeah, just go. If you look up his divorce, a lot of these guys, man, they get they're women out. Kevin Garnett was smart enough to have a lot of reserves. I don't think he's broke, but the truth of the matter is, when you quit the NBA, you'll never get a job making the kind of money you were making. And so when somebody leaves you and takes half and takes the house and takes this and that, and it then takes your kids, and I mean, it's a mess. These guys should either stay single or until their playing games are over, and then make a ironclad prenup as best you can, with lawyers and everything. If you want to get married, I would just buy my children. I would just like do what Michael Jackson did and just buy them. That's what I would do. That's exactly what he did. He bought his
kid. What happened? But those wives, a lot of time, those NBA players, they go into all those different cities, fucking around. And
but still, I agree with. They cheated on, but that doesn't mean that you should lose all your money.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and their wives, believe it or not, their wives are, their wives are bouncing up and down other Johnsons too. Trust me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, trust that. Anyway, so this is a guy who's on Jason Whitlock, and he doesn't like Kobe, and he calls Kobe a psychopath.
I think we may be kindred spirits in that regard, because if there was anybody who was hard on Kobe Bryant while he was alive, it was me. I was training camp with the Lakers, my first job out of college, and
he's an ex-player who played with Kobe.
Oh, okay.
In pure adulation of Shaquille O'Neal. He's the kindest, most generous person that I met in basketball. Oh, for sure. I mean, the story is that I came out of Iowa State, undrafted, nobody knows who I am. First day of media day in Los Angeles. I had decided if I'm going to be a professional basketball player, I'm going to do this a little bit differently. So I walked up to Shaquille O'Neal and I said, Mr. O'Neal, I'm Paul Shirley. I'm here for training camp. And he said, I know who you are. He didn't know who I was, but he did that to make me feel at ease and feel comfortable throughout training camp. He was kind, always asked, Shirley, you need anything? Let me know. Kobe Bryant was the exact opposite of that. He kind of scared me in a lot of ways.
What year is this?
This is 2001. So right in the peak of Phil Jackson and the guys. And it was, I thought.
I don't want to cut you off. Don't lose your point.
All right.
But I just want to be crystal clear. I had no idea that Paul was going to talk about this and say this. So Rashad McCants, Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson, those of you that have pledged your allegiance to the death cult of Kobe Bryant, I didn't set this up. So, when you send your death threats, I'm sorry, go ahead. Finish your thought.
I should mention also, Matt Barnes is a dude who worked so hard. We played against each other in the minor leagues. He made it to the pros. I was always happy to see his success. So I have nothing but lovely things to think about Matt Barnes. What I saw from Kobe Bryant in training camp, and Shaquille O'Neal would talk about this a lot, that Kobe didn't really have his own personality. So Shaq would make fun of him and behind his back and say, hey, look at baby Mike out there. Because Kobe Bryant was aping Michael Jordan. We live in this time where it's difficult to talk about people who have died. So I'm reluctant even to say what I'm about to say, but I thought at the time, Kobe Bryant is probably a true sociopath. Like, he doesn't have real emotions. And that was frightening to me, just to see that in action, because it was so unsettling in the way that being around any sociopath is. In fact, when he died, several reporters who knew that I had been hard on him called me and asked if I wanted to say anything, and I just buried it because I didn't think it served me at the time. As you know, I run a co-working space in Denver. I'm out of basketball. I don't particularly care about all of this. But still, there was that reluctance to be hard on him, even though I'd had this personal experience, which I think was pretty valid. I met hundreds and hundreds of basketball players, and so was able to pretty well catalog, did I like this guy, did I not? Kevin Garnett, for example, just the most amazing human being, such a leader, so forthright and direct. Steve Nash, great guy who's honest, direct, lots of really great and positive experiences in basketball. But there was something about Kobe Bryant that was weird and odd to me when I was around him.
What happened?
Steve Kim, the studio.
All right, so listen. So the point really is this.
But he didn't say his experience.
Say what?
He didn't say what happened with him and Kobe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's another section after this. It's small.
Show is on fire.
Right, hold on for a second.
He gets to throw any gas on this? Are you going to try to douse the flames here? Kobe Bryant.
We got a couple minutes.
Sociopath. Kobe Bryant exaggerated his greatness is being exaggerated because of his death. Marcellus with a provocative perspective, Paul with a provocative perspective. I've got a pretty provocative perspective. What say you?
Well, I just want to point this out as someone who introduced you to SCAP. And that is the true SCAP. I'm the one who said, hey, I like this guy, to Mr. Whitlock. So you're welcome. But Whitlock, I'm just going to let you know, I believe SCAP is probably going to do a 20-minute video just ripping you. I hope I am not going to catch the shrapnel. I am innocent in this, and we may never get him on the show again after all this slander. But Jason, you know me. I've told you this in the past. I'm a Laker fan in recess. I was a hardcore lifelong Laker fan, but I have never been a part of the cult of Kobe. Honestly, a lot of what you guys say is absolutely true. I'll push back on certain things. To Paul's story, it kind of reminds me, post-Shaq, this is when things were not going well for Kobe, Bean Bryant, or the Lakers. Smush Parker tried to come up to him during a practice during a dead period and tried to talk to him about the Super Bowl. And basically, Kobe said, Smush, please. You don't work hard enough. You're not good enough to even talk small talk with me. And just told him, get away from me. That's the way he was.
That's the way Kobe was. So now the other guy who was talking first, he really didn't have no other punchline other than the fact that he didn't think Kobe was that good of a guy. You know what I'm saying? You still there? You know, so can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, listen. So the other guy didn't think Kobe was that good of a guy. So the point really is, man, this brings me to my thought. I thought Kobe's relationship with his parents was indicative of, I think, how selfish he was.
Okay.
You know, he pretty much disassociated himself from his parents, all his wealth and everything else. Now, it's not like he owed them a lot of money or owed them money at all. But the truth of the matter is, every time I see somebody who's estranged from their parent, hey, man, Coach, I didn't see you there, man. Go ahead, man. I see you now. Coach, can you hear me? All right. So anytime I see somebody who's estranged from their parent like that, I try to think there's something wrong. Right. Okay. And, you know, he kind of, disowned his parents. Pretty much. Now, the rumor has it they were trying to mooch off of him, but shit, man, they're the ones who brought him there, right? I mean, they're your parents.
Yep.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Hey, yo, man, you know what? I was on the other chat. I got to get another screen, Coach Ferg, man. So sometimes I'm on another screen. I can't see who's in the back. I don't know how long you was there. You know, Charles saw you there. He just didn't want to share the screen with you.
Yeah, Coach, don't believe it, man. He's trying to start something, you know? He's trying to start something.
I know he is, man. That's a New York buddy, too, man. That's not a dude, man.
That was a MAGA move.
Yeah.
Man, what you missed, man? What you see, man? What you want to comment on?
I just came in when y'all was talking about Kobe's.
All right, so it wasn't too long. Yeah, man, this guy, man, he came in, man, swinging at Kobe. But listen, I just asked Charles this and both of you guys. I always thought it was something strange about him and his relationship with his parents.
Yeah, that's a little, strange. It's a little different. Most professional athletes, they don't have that type of strained relationship. But they I guess they checked him on what he chose to be his wife, who he chose to be his wife.
That's the rumor that I heard, that they had Go ahead. What you gonna say?
No, that was my dog.
Oh, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they say it had something to do with his wife. That might be true, because there's this backstory about how she snared him, and because her mother pushed her to marry him. But the funny thing, she cut her mother off. Cut her mother off. Her mother thought she was gonna reap the whirlwind, and she cut her mother off too. And so maybe they were meant for each other, Kobe and his wife, man. Shit. You know, so, and she had a chance to leave Kobe when he got in trouble up in Colorado.
Yeah, she stayed.
But she stayed.
Yeah.
She stayed. You know, she could have took a big fortune. Now, I think his biggest contracts didn't come till after that, though.
Yeah, she took the biggest fortune she could get. She got everything.
Oh, now, yeah, now she got everything. Yeah, she said, "Shit, I ain't going nowhere. Let me just hang out."
Yeah, she got allegedly have another baby on the way. So
no, you know what? I heard that's a rumor, man.
Well,
no, I heard it's not. I heard it's not true.
Okay.
I looked it up. It says they say it's not true. It's no baby.
One of the children.
I thought we talked about it. She's not married. I don't think she would do all this just to become a baby mama.
Hey, you never know, man. With these people,
this is true. She is. I was going to say something derogatory, but you know, she might have been a woman from the streets before she met.
Crack out adults, man. This is crack out adult behavior out there.
Yeah, man, cool.
Okay, is she close to 40 years old?
Yeah.
I was trying.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know about having a baby. That would be kind of crazy, right? If she did that.
Well, yeah, man. Well, she still can have kids, man. She ain't like she that old.
Yeah, but okay, yeah.
But she's not pregnant. I mean, I've looked at it, researched it, man. She's not pregnant.
Well, it's hush hush for now.
Okay, you think she's just hot? She's just.
But the daughter had spoke on something about it, but she never denied it. The daughter gave
maybe
take about the rumors, but she never denied it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, but you know, I mean, maybe
month 6 you'll be able to talk about it.
Hey, man. Well, listen, man. You know what? She's well within her rights if she wants to get pregnant. But why just be some random dude's gonna knock her up? With it don't make no sense. I mean, not have sex with her or not. Yeah, she out there probably plowing the field, but you know, at least you're married now. You're gonna just now be. But that's the sign of the time. Women don't care whether they're married or not. They just popping them out.
Yeah, it could have been an accident too, you know.
No
accident. What the fuck you accident?
I hear, man. No 40-year-olds having no accidents, man.
Yeah.
No,
there's no accidents. You can't get pregnant by accident when you know, it's not an accident.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you could be negligent, but it's not an accident. You know how to stop having kids. I mean, you know how to not get pregnant. You know, especially with a random dude raw dogging you. I mean, come on. It's shit. You know, I mean, that's the bar for women to let men raw dog them is so low.
Yeah, it's low.
It's low as hell. You know, I just met you.
I don't know who she messing with. Maybe another NBA player?
Yeah,
it don't even matter.
Male name?
It don't matter.
It's male name.
Anyway, man. So, what y'all think about Manny Pacquiao coming back?
Oh man, might be a little too old.
He's 43 years old. Okay, so suppose he wins.
Nah, it's a fake.
It'll make history. But you never know, though, man.
Man, George Foreman won that fight, man, when he came back.
Yeah.
The Pac-Man said, now, I don't know who this guy is. He's fighting Barrios. You know, I mean, this guy, you know, who knows how good this guy is, right? He might have some shit with him, but he's got to be a little bit in awe. This is Pacquiao.
Yeah, what's the age of this guy? You don't know what's his record?
He's like 20-0, 19 and something. He's not that experienced.
Okay,
well, hold on for a second. Let's look at this. Let's just bear with me.
Matchup. I think it's a good matchup for Pacquiao. You know, up and coming fighter, it could change his life. Pacquiao is
Pitbull. His name is Pitbull.
Pitbull.
Pac is back. 8-division champ Manny Pacquiao makes his triumphant return. In his way stands WBC champion Mario Barrios. Plus Fundora versus Zoo 2 in an epic rematch.
What a gutsy battle!
And Pitbull runs it back against Angel Fierro.
Can you say fight of the year?
It's a stacked night of hard-hitting title fights. Pacquiao versus Barrios, Saturday, July 19th, live on PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video.
He's fighting a champion, so yeah,
he's fighting a champion. He's fighting a champion. So, I listen. I'm not going to pay for it, but I'm gonna watch it that evening, man. When YouTube has the highlights. So it's 19 July. All right. So here's my questions, man. I'm glad you're here, man. My questions are here. Cooper Flag. He's being touted as the next Larry Bird. Is that fair? And if it's true, who's his Magic Johnson? Anybody could go first.
I don't know.
Yeah, Cooper Flag from Duke, man. He's their number one draft choice. The white boy, everybody's going crazy for. When was the last time an American white boy became drafted first round? First in the draft. It's been a long. And maybe it was Larry Bird.
No,
if I never watched him play, I can't comment.
When did I don't know what it was, Rick Barry or somebody?
Who?
Rick Barry or something?
No, Rick Barry was before Larry Bird, right?
Yeah, that was probably the last time.
When was the last American player drafted first in the NBA?
No, not American. The last white player.
Exactly.
Yeah. When was I know Google hooked up on me. He said, "What the hell are you talking about?" Google said,
"Yeah, because it's by a white boy."
Last American white player.
What was the last American white player drafted first in the NBA? Oh man. Oh, that's okay. I don't want Cooper Flag. I should have said not before Cooper Flag. Yeah. They don't, even Google doesn't know.
Could have been Larry Bird, like you said.
When was the last white American player drafted by the NBA before Cooper Flag? All right, now.
Kent Benson.
Yep, in 1977.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's a long time ago, man.
1977, man. Shit.
Wow.
Larry Bird didn't go first in the draft.
Almost 50 years ago.
That's right. So
almost 50 years.
Yes.
So almost 50 years, man. 48 years.
Man,
that's why they held him. That's why he did. They're going to give him that title just by default. This is what they've been looking for. They've been waiting up.
So is he going to become the Caitlin Clark of the NBA?
He could be, because it allows them to sort of take a step forward in the game. Yeah, it could. But he's going to still have to pan out. Him averaging 17, 18 points a game ain't going to cut it. It ain't going to cut it. He's going to have to average 25 at least by his second year to be considered one of the top 10. He's just a regular player at 16, 18, 19.
Yes, he's going to have to do some. He's going to just have to look out. He's just going to have to look different on the court, man.
Yeah, and here's the thing about it. Going to the Mavericks, initially you can see him coming in being an impact. However, they have a deep team. People dismissing a lot of their young players. Those young players are good.
He's going to be on the starting five, man. Stop.
He probably will, but still, being on the starting five, averaging 14 points, that's okay.
He's replacing. He's going to replace Luka and then some, right?
Yeah, Luka, Kyrie, everybody.
Yeah, Luka's gone. Kyrie still hurt, or is he back?
Yeah, he got a knee. He's gonna be out for the whole season.
Okay, they just gave him a new contract. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Right, so he's gonna be the man. If Kyrie's not there, Luka, he's gonna be on the court. He's gonna get the ball a lot.
Mm-hmm. He gonna have 17 points a game.
Okay, but he don't have no Magic Johnson yet, or is that gonna be because Gilchrist Alexander is like, he'll be in his 8th year.
Payne, let me tell you something, man. When they see him come up in that league, every defender who's a defender in the league go be guarding him.
Yeah,
they go guard him unprecedented defense. You're gonna see the best defense in the league.
He's gonna be black and blue after every goddamn game.
No, they ain't gonna foul him. They just go D him up.
They're gonna be pounded.
They ain't gonna be fouling because they gonna give him the protection rule like they do the Stars anyway.
Yeah, that's all right. They're gonna put the bruise on him so they can get the 5 fouls, 6 fouls.
Well, NBA, they're rattling, and yeah, I can see. You know what I'm saying? They want it. This is perfect.
I've seen him play and do it, man. He's really good, man.
Yeah, everybody good in golf. You know what I'm saying?
No. Sometimes, well, no. I hear what you're saying, but sometimes when you're a basketball aficionado like I am, you can see that some guy's game could translate. His game is going to translate. He ain't Christian Laettner. He ain't Christian Laettner.
But hold on. We thought Christian Laettner was the same way, though.
No, I didn't necessarily think that his game was.
Hold on, the way that they hype Christian Laettner up so good, it ain't got nothing to do with us. The people.
I don't care. I'm talking about me though.
They hyped him up, but I think listen. They put Christian Laettner as the next coming of the Lord when it comes to
basketball. I know.
And what happened? So what I'm saying is he could be that, but he's going to still have to prove it, especially in the NBA. And the fact that he is white, they're going to double. They're going to be playing good D, man.
Now, I agree with you about, that he's got to prove it, man. I agree with that. There's no doubt about it. So we'll see, right? But it is what it is. They think they rigged the draft because of him.
Rigged the draft?
They said they rigged the draft.
They've been saying he would be number one since January.
No. Not him getting picked. Dallas got him. Yeah. Dallas had a 14% chance, man.
Well, they can't rig the draft.
They rigged the draft.
I think they should go back to the old format, though. Remember when they used to have the teams in a ball and they blow the ball around and then they pull the. See, I think because you're coming out there with the envelopes, then I can understand why they can say.
Ewing had the cold envelope with the twisted corner and shit.
Yeah, see,
come on, man. All right, I got the next question. We talked about Kobe, but the last one. Do you think they snubbed Angel Reese for the All-Star game? For the starting five?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You think she should be a part of one of the starting fives?
Yes. She's setting records as a second-year player. She has to be considered one of the top. She's doing it. Even though, regardless of how basketball, I guess, fans believe how she got it, she deserved it. She's clearly
the fans voted her number 5.
That's a starter, ain't it?
No. Of her position, they voted her as number 5. But the fans gave her a good vote. But the players and the media downgraded the overall. So it was a combination of fan vote, media vote, and the players themselves.
Ooh,
so the players and the media shot her down. Ooh. The fans gave her a pretty decent score, like 5. Being 5th is not bad, right?
Yeah. Ooh, so she's gonna be on her little podcast talking about the players.
Say, listen, the me bounds thing was my thing when she did the me bounds. She's trademarking it. She's gonna make money, or she's gonna have shirts and paraphernalia with me bounds on it, man. I think I already saw her on a shirt with me bound. So my girl got snubbed, and she's mad. Now, when you say she's having a good season, it was the last 3 games that she went off. And it's not her rebounds, and it's not her points. It's her assists.
Yeah.
She's having more. Her assists are off the chain. So she's either getting those boards and passing it to the open player now instead of just tossing that shit back up like a crazy woman. So that's growth. I think she's
exactly. But she'll probably never be voted a starter until like a 8th year or so.
Well, yeah, maybe not. But just, we got to keep. We've been saying her name and Caitlin Clark's name so much that it seems like they've been in the league for a lifetime.
Yes,
they just got in. They just got in the league.
Second year, we act like they 2 years been Michael and
it just seems like
Magic Bird round.
So, hey, man, that's just how bad the WNBA needed some juice. They needed some juice. All right, man. I'll see you later, man.
All right.
Great show, fellas.
All right. Take it easy.
Yeah, man. Happy 4th of July.
Yeah, man.
Enjoy the barbecue.
Yeah, and listen, okay, so that was the last thing anyway on the list. So that's just a schedule here for boxing. Jake Paul, Jake Paul and Julio Cesar, these two fights, they happened. I don't know what happened in the Dante Wilder fight. I just missed that altogether. I wasn't interested. But Paul beat Chavez badly, right? And everybody say it was fixed. So he's getting ready to try to sue people for saying he fixed the fight.
Oh my God!
They said the fight was that bad. So I didn't even watch this shit, man. So those two I gotta fix. Shakur coming up, Pacquiao, I just put it on there. Sebastian, Fedora, the same night. And of course, Du Bois. There's some good fights coming up. Anyway, anybody out there, hit the like button and all that kind of good stuff. I don't know what you do, man, but you subscribe to the channel, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Oh, yeah. You don't know yet. You don't know.
No, I believe.
You gotta go to.
I
You
don't
gotta
have the option, but if I'm on
No, here's what happens. You gotta go to.
Laptop, I can see, but on phone I can't.
Yeah, no. What I gotta do is you gotta go to the actual website itself, and not just this. And
that's what I'm saying.
And hit the subscribe. I can send you the link to the website.
Yeah, do that.
If you don't, if you have, so you hit once you hit the subscribe button, then you have to hit the notification bell. And so I got to work out some kinks so I can get the at least some of the audience I had on the other one back to this new channel I'm on.
Sounds good.
And so that's what I need to do.
All right.
Anyway,
man, send me the link, please.
Yeah, man, I'll send you all that, man. So listen, man.
Tomorrow's another trading day, man. Are you ready?
Tomorrow's a half. I think the market closes at 2.
Oh, it is. I didn't know that.
No, it's tomorrow. Yeah, the market closes at 2. I think I don't know if it's going to run hard, but it might. When it might. Who knows? People might just be taking profits for the holiday.
I think so too. Man. I think BBI is going to crash tomorrow.
Yeah,
RGTI, W going to crash.
I tell you, I don't think RGTW is going to crash tomorrow. Yeah, you and I have a very different kind of thing on crash.
If it goes down, they're going to go down like 5-10%. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think RGTWI IW is going to go down by 5%, but the other one might 5 to 10%.
BBA, because if you look at the other side, man, it's
that one might go down, but I just think that it depends on where the market's at tomorrow. The market might be flat, and everybody was saying shit, but that one is definitely gonna take a hit. Now I don't really care because I don't have that many shares. Yeah. I might take advantage of the dip and buy some. I just wanted to make sure I had a placeholder, so I don't care if it's a little red. It's not going to be much on my portfolio.
Well, I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to look at it in pre-market at 7:00. If it takes a pop in pre-market, I'm gonna sell another 2,500.
Yeah. You might that might be smart. That might be smart.
Yeah.
Anyway, so hey, listen, that might be smart.
Yeah. All
right, man. Take it easy, man.
We'll talk tomorrow, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, you definitely later.
All right, bye.
And for you out there, folks, that ends our sportscast for today. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share this with everybody, even if it's on replay. We had some good conversations. And with that, we're gonna play the outro and then we're out of here.
Grab your friends, it's time to play. Join the fun, we're here all day. Watch the game with drinks in hand. On the swivel, let's take a stand. On the edge of our seats, we live for the thrill. In this moment together, we're feeling the chill. So here's to the laughter as we gaze at the stars. We say goodnight from the swivel at the sports bar. In the flicker of the screens where our spirits ignite, let's cherish this time as we fade into light. Tasty bites and big screen and thrills. Every moment gives you chills, high fives and cheers, it's quite a sight. Join the crowd, it feels so right. As the game goes on, our hearts beat as one. Memories in the making, oh, this night's just begun. So here's to the laughter as we gaze at the stars. We say goodnight from the swivel at the sports bar. In the flicker of the screens where our spirits unite, let's cherish this time as we fade into light. So good night, my friends, till we meet again in this world of the game, through thick and through thin.